Montara Huskies, it is me, Carmen, and I'm here with my partner,
Ariban. We hope you enjoyed last week's crazy socks, favorite hat, and more.
Well, let's get started.
Wait, we forgot to tell them that we are going to interview one of our administrators.
Oh, right. Let's take a moment to pause and guess which administrator it is.
Well, let's get on with the show to see if you are right.
Here's Ruby and Kaylee with the weather.
Hi, Montara Huskies. Hope your morning is doing well, but let's get right into the weather.
So this is Kaylee, and I'm with my partner,
Ruby. So for today, we will have a high of 61 with a low of 48. So today might be pretty fresh, so I suggest you wearing a jacket.
Then for tomorrow, we'll have a high of 61 with a low of 48, with a 40% chance of rain. So if you end up going outside, make sure to bring a jacket and an umbrella.
Then for Wednesday, we will have a high of 61 with a low of 46. Also a 30% chance of rain.
On to Thursday, we will have a high of 63 with a low of 48. So it's a little more warmer.
Then onto the weekend, we have Friday with a high of 64 with a low of 46. Not too bad of weather.
Then finally, Saturday, we'll have a high of 66 with a low of 48. This is Kaylee here with my partner,
Ruby, signing off.
Welcome.
Hey, that's my line.
Welcome back, Huskies. It's me, Kevin Ramos, and here with my line stealer partner,
Caitlin and Kevin. Just relax. It's just a line. Anyway, so Kevin, what do you have for us today, Mr. Grumpy?
What I have for us today, line stealer partner, that in the country of Myanmar, there is a great civil unrest because of a military coup. And if you have watched our past new episodes, you will remember that I had explained what a military coup is. It's when the established government is overthrown and the country is taken over by the military. Since the military seized control on February 1st, mass protests has been taking place across the poor country of Myanmar. Some of the protests have become violent and dangerous, including tear gas, stun guns, and hand grenades. Unfortunately, at least 21 protesters have died so far. The protest continues because the people's elected leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, and members of her National League for Democracy party have not been detained and are not being released. We will continue to follow this story and hope for the best for Myanmar. So, what do you have for us today, line stealer partner?
Jeez, Kevin, just chill. Anyways, moving on to another news topic. Since this month is Women's History Month, today we were going to be talking about Maya Angelou. And if you don't know who Maya Angelou was, she was an actress, dancer, writer, poet, and civil rights activist. She was born on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri, and sadly died on May 28, 2014. And some of the books she published are I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings in 1969, and Still I Rise in 1978, and The Heart of a Woman in 1981. These are not the only books she has written. She has published many more, and in total she has written 50 books. And as you can see, Maya Angelou accomplished lots of things during her time that she was alive.
Wow, that's amazing! She has done so many things during her lifetime.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. Well, anyways, I think that's all for today, Huskies. This is Caitlin, here with my partner,
Kevin, signing off with my line stealer partner.
Kevin, relax!
Better!
Hi, Montara Huskies. It's your girl, Martha, here with
Victoria, and today we will be telling you amazing facts that happened in history on March 1st. Would you like to do the honors, Martha?
Of course.
Take it away, Martha.
Well, On March 1st, 1910, Baroness de la Roche became the first woman to have a pilot's license in France.
That's amazing. Can you tell me more?
Sure, Baroness de la Roche got her pilot license on March 1st, 1910, and she was the first ever woman to have a pilot license in France. She was born on August 22, 1882 in Paris, France. Sadly, she passed away on July 18, 1919 at age of 39.
That is so sad. I wonder how she passed away.
I actually have some facts on how she passed away.
Tell me, please.
Okay, slow your roll. It's going to be sad, so just don't cry, okay?
Oh, okay.
In the summer of 1919, De La Roche was a talented engineer. She was reported at the airfield hoping to be the first female to test a pilot. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, what? I need to know.
okay, oh my gosh. Calm down, Victoria.
Fine.
Okay, as I was saying, unfortunately, the aircraft went into a dive when they were landing, and both.
Why? Just get on with the story.
As I was saying, both Baroness and the pilot were killed.
Wow. That's so sad.
I know, but do you have any interesting facts that happened on March 1st, Victoria?
You bet I do.
Take it away.
Okay, well, did you know that on March 1st, 1945, Phyllis May Daly received a job in the U.S. Navy Nurse Corps, and she became the first ever African-American nurse to serve in the World War II.
Wow, that's really cool. Can you tell me more, Victoria?
Sure. Phyllis May Daly was born on January 11. She met Sherwood Diller at Bluffton, and they got married in 1939. Sherwood Diller didn't finish school and was primarily a housewife, taking care of their 5 children. Their 6 children passed away when they were very young. Phyllis May Daly was alive from 1937 through 2020, and that is all I can say.
Well, Huskies, that is all for today. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. This is Martha and
Victoria, signing
off.
Hi, Montara. Welcome back to What's Trending. I'm Kaylee, here with my partner.
Ruby, hope you're having a good morning. On What's Trending, what we are going to be talking about is The Mimic Chapter 2. They created this game on February 1st and it came out on February 27th. Over 14,000 people play this game and it's on the platform called Roblox with more games to play. The ages are 12 and up and it has 4.8 ratings. The max players in each server is 25. It is a horror game, so I really don't recommend it for little kids, but make sure to ask a parent before playing. The next thing is
Send your name to Mars. It's blowing up all over TikTok. You could send yours and your loved one's name to Mars, or you could always send your besties and your name to Mars. So, like, if you ever stop talking about your friendship and you guys still have that piece of your friendship, you could either print it or just take a screenshot.
wow, that's pretty cool. Maybe we could do it. Anyways, that's all for today, Montara Huskies. See you next week. This is Ruby here with
Kaylee,
signing off.
Hey Montara Huskies, it's me, Isaac Campillo. Here my partner,
Kaylin Carson with their weekly sports segment. So, Isaac, what do you have for us today?
Well, the Dodgers and many other teams are in spring training. Actually, I have the schedule right now. Hold on, let me just go get it. Oh my God!
What?
The Yankees don't play today.
Look at your hat. You're wearing the Dodgers. You're lying about being a Dodger fan.
Uh, um,
What's
uh,
behind you?
that yeah, that's not mine.
Sure.
All right, that's just that. That's off topic. The New York. Wait. Never mind. That's the New York Mets. All right, they go head to head with the Washington Nationals, and let me see the time. Oh my God, they're playing right now. 10:05. All right, let's go to the next one. Well, here's your favorite team, guys. The Dodgers will go head to head with the White Sox today at 12:05. Oh wait, let's go. That's my lunch break. So, Kaylin, what do you have for us today?
Did you know that the NFL of 2021 to 2022 football season will start September 9th? Well, if you didn't, now you do. The game will be played at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Did you also know there are 35 NFL teams? In the NFL, there are over 100 games every year. Every team in the NFL plays its three division rivals, 2 games each in the regular season. The rest of the team's 16 games regular season schedule is made up of 6 opponents from inside its own conference and all 4 teams from a division outside of its conference.
Well, that's cool.
Yes, it is. Well, that's all for today, Montara Huskies.
See you next week.
Bye.
I'm going to watch Naruto, the baseball game.
Okay.
Hello, Montara Huskies. I'm Carmen, and I'm here with my partner.
Adiba, and today we are going to be showing you what movies and shows are coming soon.
Hey, Eddie Bear, have you heard of the new movie Space Jam, but the new Legacy?
No, I haven't heard of it. When is it going to be released?
It releases July 16th of this year.
Well, I'll definitely be watching that. Anyways, have you heard of the new movie coming out on April 16th, Mortal Kombat? I can't wait to see it.
Same! Anyways, have you heard of the show called WandaVision?
No, when does it release?
It already did. It's streaming on Disney Plus, and I already got to watch 2 episodes, and I am so intrigued.
Yeah, I'm going to start watching this. Wonderful.
What are you doing? Hey, we're still recording. Do this on your own time. They still need to hear the jokes.
Oh, right. Do you have one?
Yes. What is one thing that only works after it has been retired?
What?
A car.
Okay, my turn. Why is Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Why?
She keeps running away from the ball.
Okay, that's it for today, Montara Huskies.
Time to move on with the next segment.
Hi there, Montara Huskies. Welcome back to our interview segment. Today we will be interviewing our one and only principal, Mrs. Cortez.
Good morning, Montara Huskies. Good morning, Giselle.
Welcome back. Welcome to our interview segment. We are so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so let's start with question number 1. What is your biggest accomplishment?
I think I have 2 biggest accomplishments. One in my personal life, which is being a mother to 3 beautiful daughters who are now all adults, and a grandmother to 4 children, which the oldest grandchild just turned 18 yesterday. And I think in my professional life, one of my biggest accomplishments is being a principal.
Oh, okay. That must be nice. Moving on to question number 2. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is being locked in somewhere, like claustrophobia. I cannot get on elevators, metros, well, I can get on if I psychologically psych myself out. But it is one of my biggest fears is to be locked in somewhere and not be able to get out.
Me too. I don't like going on elevators. Okay, so now for question number 3. What is your favorite food?
Can you repeat that question?
What is your favorite food?
You keep breaking up. Can you repeat it?
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food. I love food. It's all my favorite. But I would say my favorite food is definitely Cuban food. Bistec empanizado con arroz blanco, frijoles negros, maduros. I love Cuban food. But I do love
That sounds good. Okay, and last but not least, what made you want to become a principal?
I was a teacher for about 15 years. And one day, my principal, who I was working for, said, you know what, we're going to be having, Cal State Dominguez Hills is going to be offering training to become an administrator. And I was like, not interested. And then there was a group of us who took our classes together. And I don't know, one day they called me and said if I would come in for an interview, and it was actually to become an assistant principal at Montara. So I was the assistant principal at Montara for about 5.5 years, and then I left and came back. I've been the principal at Montara for the last 14 years, and it just happened gradually. I love it. I've been an administrator for 20 years now, and it seems like every day it's still an exciting day to come to work. So I love my job. I love working with kids, and I think creating leaders is one of my passions. And I think being a principal, I can really make an influence not only on our kids, but on our teachers and parents. And that's why I became a principal.
Oh, that's great. Okay, Ms. Cortez, do you have any message to give out to any Montara students?
Just everybody hang in there. I know it's been a year since we've seen each other. I can't wait to see everyone's faces again and to welcome you all. It's going to happen sooner than later. Get ready, because once the announcement is made, we'll start bringing everyone back on campus, and we'll be here waiting for you.
Okay, that's all for this week's interview segment. This is Giselle signing off.
Thank you, Giselle.
Well, that's it for today, Montara Huskies.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
Have a great day and a fantastic week.
See you next time. Bye.
Hi there, Montara Huskies. Welcome back to our interview segment. Today we will be interviewing our one and only principal, Mrs. Cortez.
Good morning, Montara Huskies.
She did it again. You went on mute again.
Hey, Montara Huskies, it's your girl Martha here with
Victoria, and today we will be telling you amazing facts that happened in history on March 1st. Would you like to do the honors, Martha?
Of course.
Take it away, Martha.
Well, on March 1st, 1910, Baroness de la...
Martha!
Hey, Montara Huskies, it's me, Isaac Ampio. Here, my partner,
Caitlin Carson. So, Isaac, I messed up.
You are on mute.